Good evening, guys. Welcome to episode 7 of my singles series. Obviously with me. This is going to be a game I played a while ago. This isn't a live game, unfortunately. I'm just doing the voiceover after I played it. Yeah, this game was it wasn't too close, but it wasn't me just winning. So, but no, this video is going to be entitled, getting the information in order to play someone on singles, in order to beat someone on singles, rather, because singles works a lot differently from other game types, such as doubles or team. The main focus is on seeing the other guy first, rather than just running up into a gunfight and killing them. So, there's quite a few examples of this happening during this game, so I'm going to be starting off on attack. This guy he has got a flawless record. He's 3 wins and 0 losses. He's beaten me before, so this is a bit of a grudge match. But I'm going to be doing my standard rush here. This is the rush I normally do. This is just to counter people going through the middle of the map. But no, I hear him jump up onto the third roof. You might not be able to hear that on my recording, but I hear him jump up onto my third roof. So the plan is to plant the bomb and then go exactly where he was. And you'll see in a minute an example of when you shouldn't shoot someone. I know he's up here. I heard him jump up at the start of the round, so I'm just basically trying to swap positions with him. And as we go around this corner, you'll see that he's right there. Now, I could have shot him then, but firstly, I don't really want him knowing where I am, so I can do this again. And secondly, I didn't really have a clear line of sight there. I mean, he jumped down. He could have gone to the right, as he did there. He may not have run around the building, so I'm going to make a mistake here and give away where my position is, which means I won't be able to use the spot for the rest of the game, but at least I managed to die, even though I have all the gun skills. So, yeah, he tries to stun me there, which is a desperation move, but I managed to get the bomb start blown up, so that's a round for me. So going into the defensive round, I want to really play as defensively as possible, because I don't know how this player plays on this map. So I'm going to do a really quite a campy style of play. I normally do on the first. I was just also going to see if this is actually a spot where I can lie prone on, but it turns out it wasn't. I want to see what he does. Is he aggressive? Does he sit back? What time does he plant the bomb? So as long as you stay still, you shouldn't see you from when he's up there. But at least I know now that for the rest of the game, I know that he's going to be kind of a rushy player. So I don't see him on the rooftop anymore. So I assume he's planting the B bomb, and when I get here, he is. That's another round that I managed to pick up there. But no, that's a tactic that I occasionally use, normally at the start of the game, just to see what my opponent's playstyle is like. Yeah, fine, it's a bit campy, but it's very campy. It's literally sat in the back of my spawn. However, it's good to just gauge what your opponent's doing. What kind of a playstyle he's going for. That's one of the things you really need to know if you're planning on playing 1v1s properly. So this round, if I can remember what I'm doing this round, I think this is... Yeah, okay, so last round he went up on the rooftop above me, so I'm going to see if he does that again, because he doesn't know that I know he did that. That was something I picked up and I heard, but he doesn't know that happened, so he may well try and do it again. So this spot's one of my favorites, because you can see your spawn when I eventually turn around to my left. You'll see the spawn. And you can also hear people when their dead silence runs out, when their exo mute runs out above you. I'm just going to do just choke my double jumping there, and I don't hear him, so I'm assuming that he's not going to come up here, which either means he's in the middle of the map or he's on his roof. Very few players run along where the stairs are, so this is pretty much me guessing that he's going to be either in middle map or the top of his roof. So I'm going to go and check middle map first, because that's the more common area I'd expect him to be in. I'm going to just check all the corners, because if you haven't seen someone for this long, they're probably going to be in one spot. But I check all these corners here and realise he's not here. Now really I should have gone down for the A plant, but I'm going to keep checking anyway, because I haven't seen him in so long, it does kind of signal a fairly campy form of play. So I'm just going to make sure I check everything, check the back of the spawn just in case he's trying to do what I did last round. But I don't see anything, and the bomb hasn't been down, so I'm put down, obviously. So by that point, I'm kind of concluding that he was sat on the far back left of the map on my side of the spawn, watching the A bomb, which is the one place I didn't check. It would surprise me if he was running around on that round, because I would have seen him if he had have been. So now I know his playstyle. I've got no need for that spot at the back of the map. I know he rushes, therefore I'm going for a kind of a counter rush here. This is gonna be one of those rushes where you want to stay hidden for as long as possible whilst you're doing it. So rushing through the middle of the map in an enclosed area and staying in enclosed areas is the best way to do this. And once you get somewhere where you're not going to be expected, just sit there. Of course, it's got to be a bit of prediction work. I mean, he's failed pretty much every time he's gone to the B-bomb. That first round where I planted the B-bomb and ran back behind him, he's going to discourage him from doing that again. So this prediction turns out to be right. And I see him planting the A-bomb, so I'm just going to run up here, and that's just a free round.
Good job. Get ready for the next
Singles is
battle.
mainly all about just prediction and making sure you see them first. There are ways of... Some people prefer to, stand on top of rooftops and, stare across the map in exposed locations. I prefer not to do that. Out of the two forms of play of, camping to find out where they are and standing in really open spots, I go for the one which is going to return me the most wins, no matter how newbie it might seem.
Destroy the objective.
Purely because I want to be able to get into I place well in tournaments and I want to be able to do that stuff. So this is a slightly different spot from the one that I used on the last attacking round. This one's a lot more exposed, a lot more open, but it puts me in a better position in case he doesn't come up here, which he doesn't seem to be working out for me at the moment. He's not coming up here. I see him below me, and this is just going to be a straight pickup. I don't really know what he was trying to do there. If he was trying to do that rush into the far left building in front of me there, he should have done that a lot earlier in the game, and preferably with overclock. Because if he'd got in there without me seeing, I may have planted A, and he would have been able to get a kill there. But I don't know why he was running across an open street that late into the game, because that was a little silly if he's got an ASM one. So yeah, this defensive round, I'm going to go for a slightly different. Normally I don't go into the defensive spawn, but this time I'm going to do something a bit, well no, it's not a bit weird, it's really weird, because I'm kind of expecting a rush here. So I'm going to be sat here, which is a really dumb spot, but the idea of it is to, it's so dumb no one's going to check it. Unfortunately, this doesn't go as well as I wanted it to, and yeah, he got the kill on me there. Yeah, that was fairly experimental. I wanted to see what would happen. And on top of that, he wouldn't have checked it, which is the idea. That's something you definitely want to be doing if you're playing singles. Just finding somewhere where you can see a large portion of the map. Obviously not there. That was me trying to invent a spot which didn't work. So don't take that advice. That was terrible. Yeah, this round I'm just going to be rushing straight over to A. I've been to B almost every time before, so he's not going to be expecting me to go A. I've got to make sure I check the center of the map, because so many people just go sprinting through here, it actually gets ridiculous. So you have got to be checking that. I'm not going to double jump up onto the roof, I'm just going to, get up here and then jump. Because if he was up here, he's not up here, but if he was, I don't want him to have time to react. And as you'll see in a minute, we're both on the same rooftop. It's just a matter of reaction speed over accuracy, really. I mean, both were quite good there, but your reaction speed needs to be pretty good for singles, because the amount of time you need to turn around. Many people think you should be playing singles on 6 sensitivity or higher. Personally, I don't know. I mean, yeah, fine, you do need to turn around a lot, but if you're a good player, you're going to be putting yourself, positioning-wise, you're going to be putting yourself in a position where you don't need to turn around too much. So I use 4 sensitivity just because it helps me out with my accuracy. This round is probably the most tactically relevant in the game, purely because of the mistake he makes with using grenades. I don't know how many times I've said on this single series, never use grenades. People, obviously, this guy, one, hasn't been watching my videos, obviously, and number two, just is not doing it right, he's doing it wrong, because he just throws a grenade and tells me exactly where he is. There you go, so you hear that grenade go off, so that tells me he's on the B straight, he's on the B side, or he's just thrown it over 50 buildings, which obviously isn't right. So I know he's over here. But when I don't see him planting the bomb, something clicks. It's like, okay, well, if he was over this side of the map and he was gonna throw 2 grenades at the bomb, those grenades landed out in the open. They wouldn't have made that noise. They landed they landed fairly out in the open. So that got me thinking. He's not using them to actually kill me, because those firstly weren't anywhere near anywhere I would be. So that kind of signals to me that he's not trying to kill me with these grenades, and because I know he's on the back of the B street and he hasn't planted a B yet, he's probably just running around trying to lure me out. If he had meant those grenades to actually do any damage, he would have planted the B-bomb. But he's just hasn't done anything. So the only real option is he's going for A, but the more likely one is that he's still back of B, which we'll see in a minute that prediction is entirely correct. So there we go.
We have the lead.
I just win the game 6-2. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll upload another one ASAP, and yeah, you just left the game there as well.